Inflation. It's a word we hear often in the news, in conversations, and in financial reports. But what does it really mean for you in your everyday life? In simple terms, inflation is when prices for goods and services increase over time, making everything more expensive. Imagine your dollar is a balloon, full and buoyant. Inflation is like slowly letting the air out of that balloon. The balloon, which represents your buying power, gets smaller and smaller. Think about a gallon of milk, a staple in many households. A few years ago, it might have cost $3, a reasonable price. Now, that same gallon could be $4 or even more. That's inflation at work, making everyday items more costly. Your dollar doesn't stretch as far as it used to, meaning you get less for the same amount of money. This affects everyone, from students trying to pay for tuition to retirees living on a fixed income. Understanding inflation is crucial to protecting your hard-earned money and planning for the future. By being aware, you can make better financial decisions and safeguard your wealth. Why do prices go up? This is a question that affects everyone, from the average consumer to large corporations. Understanding the reasons behind rising prices can help us make better financial decisions. Several factors contribute to inflation. It's not just one thing, but a combination of elements that drive prices higher. One major factor is increased demand. When more people want to buy a product, it creates competition among buyers. When everyone wants a product, but the supply is limited, prices tend to rise. This is basic economics, supply and demand. Think about popular sneakers or concert tickets. These items often sell out quickly, and people are willing to pay more to get them. Another factor is the rising cost of production. This includes everything from raw materials to labor costs. If raw materials, labor, or transportation get more expensive, companies pass those costs on to consumers. This means higher prices for the end products. This is like a chain reaction affecting everything we buy. One increase leads to another, creating a ripple effect throughout the economy. Government policies, global events, and even changes in consumer confidence can also play a role in inflation. For example, tariffs on imports can make goods more expensive. It's a complex issue with multiple moving parts. Understanding these factors can help us navigate the financial landscape more effectively. Inflation erodes the value of your savings over time. If your money isn't growing at a rate equal to or higher than inflation, you're actually losing purchasing power. Let's say you have $1,000 in a savings account earning a meager 1% interest. If inflation is at 3%, your money is losing value at a rate of 2% per year. This is why it's so important to explore investment options that outpace inflation. We'll talk more about that later. Inflation impacts every aspect of our spending. From groceries and gas to housing and healthcare, everything seems to be getting more expensive. Remember that $4 gallon of milk? That's just the beginning. Utility bills are soaring, rent is skyrocketing, and even a simple dinner out now costs a small fortune. For families on a tight budget, these rising prices can create significant financial stress. It's essential to find ways to adapt and protect your finances. Section 5. Navigating the inflationary storm. So how do you deal with inflation? The first step is to create a realistic budget and stick to it. Track your spending carefully and identify areas where you can cut back. Look for ways to save money on everyday expenses. Clip coupons, buy generic brands, and explore discount retailers. Consider carpooling or using public transportation to reduce fuel costs. Section 6. Protecting your purchasing power. Protecting your purchasing power requires strategic thinking. One option is to negotiate a salary increase or find a higher-paying job. Consider taking on a side hustle to supplement your income. The gig economy offers flexible ways to earn extra cash. Remember that every little bit helps. Even small changes can make a big difference over time. Section 7. Investing in times of inflation. Investing is crucial to staying ahead of inflation. However, not all investments are created equal. Traditional savings accounts typically don't keep pace with inflation. Explore options like stocks, bonds, and real estate. Remember that investing involves risk. Consult with a financial advisor to determine the best investment strategy for your individual needs and risk tolerance. Section 8. The importance of financial awareness. In today's fast-paced world, Understanding your finances is more crucial than ever. Inflation is a fact of life. Prices for goods and services are constantly rising, affecting our daily lives in many ways. We can't control the economy, but we can control how we respond to it. By creating a budget and sticking to it, we can manage our expenses more effectively. By understanding how inflation works, we can make informed decisions about our money. This knowledge helps us to plan for the future and avoid unnecessary financial stress. Stay informed about economic trends. Regularly checking financial news can provide insights into market conditions and help you make better financial choices. Read financial news, listen to podcasts, and educate yourself about personal finance. There are many resources available to help you understand complex financial concepts. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your money. The more you know, the better equipped you are to handle financial challenges. By taking control of your finances and making smart choices, you can weather the storm of inflation and secure your financial future. Financial awareness empowers you to make decisions that lead to stability and growth.